You know, it just isn't the holidays unless we have a Stardust Assault Turbo Synchro 9000 everything combo turbo synchro box deck. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button. Come on, 34% of you guys. And it's been that way for a little while now. And of course, welcome back to the holiday special. I've been doing a lot of playtesting with like Crystal Beast recently, and I ran into a Synchron deck that really caught my attention. And I was like, you know what, we're going to profile this because I haven't seen a lot of Synchron decks, you know, really getting the chance to kind of shine. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But what you guys are here for, since this is going to be a Yusei themed video, we're going to do 5 giveaways today for 5 of these Crashtown Goose Yusei Field Centers. You're probably like, what is this? My friend wanted to do a Callan Guso and a Yusei Fudo Goose Field Center. So we ended up making these as an absolute joke. So I'm going to be giving these to 5 of you today. I do hope that you do enjoy these because they're actually hilarious. Little meme things like this are some of the more little fun things that I've got the chance to do as of late. And I do hope that that will brighten up somebody's days. Is it a gem deck box? No, but we can spread out a little bit of the fun here. So of course, all I ask is you guys like the video, share the video with your friends. That way the algorithm goes, oh, they're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh today. Better, you know, show them some love out there. And honestly, it just would make the holidays a lot better. This officially shouldn't put us at about the halfway point at this point for the series. And let me tell you what, I love doing these giveaways every year. I love getting in the holly jolly spirit. There's always going to be that one person that's going to complain because they're like, I want so much more, give me more. But it's like, be happy. It's the holidays, all right? If you win and you don't want whatever I gave you, I'll give it to somebody else. There are plenty of people out there that would enjoy it. So, well, let's pass on over to take a look at what in the world is going on with synchros. We have a little replay to just genuinely include in this video for this. I was like, you get to watch me be the worst Crystal Beast player in the world, by the way, because I'm only like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes into this, 3 or 4 games as of testing this, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, we ran into some Synchron casually testing. I'm gonna Foolish Barrel drop the Doppel. I love the fact, anytime that this sequence of events comes up and you're like, oh yeah, there's the junk speeder, and you don't open the hand trap, you literally go, oh, like, yeah, go ahead and resolve full combo. Yep, no response. Doppel Warrior, make the tokens, special summon 3 of them tuners from your deck, and then we're back off to the races. Wow, look at that, so good. Alright, go ahead and activate the good card, mill off, make the Librarian. I love drawing cards. Nothing like Librarian and Double Star Shaman to just really punch you in the face. Double Star for the revive, for the tokens. Go grab our friend. Go ahead and draw the tuning off the top. Man, now I actually like how he used the Librarian there. I almost feel like it would have been a lot better value to kind of let it sit around, but understandable. Revive Stardust, our next friend. Activate Arrive in Light. Stack up the good card, make the Stardust, go ahead and step on up, make our token, draw a card. Oh, look what we drew. Go ahead and get our free special summon, Arrive in Light again, get our next special, tokens on up. Alright, go ahead, level modify. We're actually playing Catapult Warrior. Once during target a junk monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the attributed monster. I mean, we're ending on Cosmic and Shooting. I mean, that's 2 big boss monsters, right? Tuning for the Search and the Mill. And then we just passed turn on this. I was like, oh, you know, like, I just got to play through 2 negates. Me casually looking at my hand going, I got enough bricks back here to build a house. Oh, look, we drew a Dark Pegasus. Go ahead and activate the good card. Rainbow Bridge is going to get Negate Seed. Right. Activate Arrive, or a good card. Go ahead and we're going to slam down another one. So this is actually the interaction here that I actually thought was relatively interesting for this. This card right here says, if a face-up dragon single monster control is tributed or banished, banish this card from your give a target one of those monsters special summon. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. This actually puts it back on the field so that it can do its thing, and then it gives him a draw 1. That's actually pretty good. I didn't realize it was that good. Rainbow Bridge, and then negated. Yeah, we just surrender there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about getting out of that. You know, we we got bodied, and there's not much that we can do about that. We're going to pass on over so you can kind of take a look at what this Synchron deck is doing. If you're expecting something crazy, it's going to be a little bit more reminiscent of like a Yusei Fudos character deck, I feel like, for you. Alright, so this is the list that we actually ended up encountering on the ladder, and my main purpose of wanting to talk about this is Assault Synchron is just a very cool card. Like you saw here with the interaction with it, getting the chance to get that key revive back onto the field, actually really was solid. I see we're playing Stardust Worm here. If this card is in your hand or graveyard and you control a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro monster, you can special summon this card by vanishing when it leaves the field. You can this card special summon up to 2 level 1 light dragon monsters from your hand and or graveyard, except for Worm, and they cannot activate their effects. This is a free level 2, or excuse me, a free level 1 that can split into 2 light level 1 dragons. It's actually pretty good. I also see that we are playing Steam Synchron in here. That is very interesting overall. I mean, overall, like a lot of the toolboxing options that you've seen with this deck aren't anywhere near as strong as they have been in the past. Obviously, you know, Junk Speeder is the best effective card in your deck for getting things done, and you know, Junk Synchron plus any other dump card is effectively, you know, full combo here. So this is what Metatron had working here. So we have 2 copies of Stardust Synchron. I think that is about the appropriate ratio for this. We have 1 copy of Stardust Trail. Do not try to play more of this. I feel like the more of this I see in some of these decks, the more bricks it leads to. We have triple Junk Synchron here. Your standard revive, probably the best card in the deck. We have 1 Danger Tsuchinoko. Interesting choice, by the way, for their Danger package here. We also have 1 Steam Synchron, and then we have 1 Jackalope. Honestly, just the fact that we're able to play Dangers in here kind of opens up some interesting doors, per se. We have 1 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I don't know what the purpose of this is. I haven't playing Crossout Disney. Maybe Crossout would be a side target for this if we're playing this. We have 2 Doppel Warriors, so that's very standard. Triple copies of the Assault Synchron. I mean, considering the fact this card is so free, okay. We have 2 copies of Junk Converter. Yeah, we know where this is going, our discard search. Synchron Carriers, 1 of is fine. We have 1 Jet Synchron. We have 1 copy of the Stardust Xiaolong. Oh my gosh. 1 Cyberse Synchron, and then we have the 1 Converging Wills and 1 Worm. So most of your included Stardust pieces here feel very fresh. I don't have no issues with any of the monster lineup here. I think it's pretty fine-tuned. We have 1 Rota to search for Junk Synchron, which is fine. We have 1 Stardust Illumination, which it's a 1 of anyway. 2 Dark World No Mores. I could very much argue that you'd want to play the 3rd in here. The only downside to bulking down on multiples of these is you can lead into some very bad bricks. We have 1 Pot of Avarice for recyclability. Interesting. I might consider cutting this, because this deck's like game plan is it's putting everything on the field, or else you lose. We have 1 Foolish Barrel for dumping interactions, as we said. 1 Monster Reborn. Your triple tuning, 1 Called By, your 1 Arrive in Light, and 1 Ready Set Duel. When this card is active, if you have no other cards, you can add a Synchron monster from your deck to your hand. So it's technically a starter. During your standby phase, place 1 signal counter on this card. You can remove 2 signal counters from this card, send this card to the graveyard, draw 2 cards, and send a card from your hand to the graveyard. It's not amazing, per se, but I like what they're trying to do there with value. We have 1 DDR for Revive. That's interesting. And we also play triple Living Fossil here for additional revivability as well. Okay. Down the extra deck, you have the 1 Celestial Double Star Shaman, your 1 Excel Synchron, your 1 Catapult Warrior with your 1 Garden Rose Maiden. We're not even playing the Black Rose Garden, okay. We have 1 Junk Speeder with 1 Hyper Librarian. We got 1 Power Tool with 1 Stardust, 1 copy of the Excel Synchro Stardust. This card is busted. Alright, this is going to grant you some pretty cool extension options for the deck. So if this card is something special, a level 2 or lower tuner from your graveyard. And during your main phase quick effect, you can tribute this card special summon a Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a Syncro summon, and after it resolves, Syncro summon 1 Syncro monster using monster you control as material. This turn, the monster Syncro summoned by this effect unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Yeah, this card is nuts. Alright, and then we have 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Satellite Warrior, 1 Baron, 1 Shooting Majestic, 1 Shooting, and then, yeah, 1 Cosmic. Wrapping up your list. Honestly, everything here looks about what you would expect for a Stardust deck. You gotta love Junk Speeder Turbo, baby. Absolutely one of the craziest engines out there for the game. So, make sure you get in for today. Please tell me how your holidays are doing out here. I definitely look forward to seeing more and more cheers and smiles out here, as, you know, hopefully the series puts a nice little smile on your face. All right, I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.